Hey guys, Happysplasher here. Good morning. So right now we're going to continue with the world event. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's check out the history first, and we'll see here that the final boss for this chapter is Grandma Reaper. We'll head over to the roadmap and we'll start with our first quest. This one is defeat Werewolf. We'll hit the go, and this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an ally attacks, we'll deal damage to adjacent, or for adjacent rather. Are you hungry? I saw a tasty meatloaf back there. Want me to cut it? I don't feel like it. I'm here just so you don't turn anyone into a roll. Now wait a minute. You're still... You! That's very perceptive of you. Okay. Alright, let's start by looking at the buildings. And we have this hero over here, the Demon the Ripper. When he dies, he'll set the health of 2 of our heroes to 1, and also we'll get an attack boost for every wounded hero. We'll start with our damage skill first to clear out all the buildings and the heroes. And then we'll go next with this hero on D1, just for damage. And we'll have some open lanes for later. Okay, we did some damage at the beginning of the turn, clearing out this hero. We'll summon another hero on A1. It's impossible. You've cheated! I'd love to stay in chat, but I must protect that meatloaf you mentioned. And I don't cheat. It is punishable in my kingdom. Reward yourself with a meatloaf, sir. Alright, so that was Werewolf. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have another ad here as well. We're on this next quest. Activate Legendary Obelisk in place of power 4 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the place of power. As you can see, we have reached a new level for our obelisk. We'll activate the legendary obelisk over here 4 times. We're a little short on runes, but maybe we'll get some bonus runes. And if not, we'll have to do other stuff. So we'll skip the animation. We'll activate.
Legendary.
And we do get some bonus runes, so that's good. We'll be able to finish this quest now, no problem. And we got some more bonus runes, even better. More importantly, we are complete with that quest. We'll head back to the roadmap. And continue. Alright, we have our next set of quests here. Up top, use the Spider Queen skin to defeat other players 2 times. Behind that, we have boost legendaries, the event legendaries 9 times. On the bottom here, we have get 1600 souls of legendary heroes in summon or in chest. We'll start with this quest up top. This one is use the Spider Queen skin to defeat other players 2 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the squad. We'll need to switch over our skin to the Spider Queen and then do some battles. And so we're going to do that offline, and we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. Currently we're on this quest here. Use the Spider Queen skin to defeat other players 2 times. We have done that offline, and so we will now continue. Okay, we have our next quest here. Boost any of the event legendaries 9 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the squad. What we'll do is boost them. We will filter for our legendaries and then the chaos heroes. And then let's do some boosting. Let's start with... We have the Chuba Cabras over here with the boost. And as you see, each time we boost a hero, the cost will go up. So we only want to do it 3 times, because after the 3rd time, as you can see, it gets very expensive. So next head to the Grandma. We'll boost her 3 times. And then we'll head over to the Madam Agony. It's right here. And as you can see, we are now complete with that quest. We'll head back to the roadmap and do this bottom quest down here. This one is get 1600 souls of legendary heroes in summons or in chest. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What I'll do is close out first. Close out of this as well. Close out another ad. And we'll head over to the league. We do have 1 legendary chest over here, which we can use. And as you can see, we do get a few souls, and we also get some bonus runes as well. We'll next head back to the summon hall. And then we'll go over here to the progress rewards bar. You'll get some legendaries if you fill it up, and as you see, they do count for this quest, so we'll need to open up 1 more. And we are now complete with that quest. We'll head back to the roadmap now and grab both rewards. Okay, we're on this next quest here, defeat Old Woman. We'll hit the go, and this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever any hero dies, we'll deal damage to a random enemy. Knock knock. Who's there? Your death. Sorry, I've been married before. Rough. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. Oh, here we go. And this hero here, the Terror from Below, will freeze one of our non-chaos, non-building heroes for a turn. In this case, we'll summon a chaos hero over here on D1. Alright, we have this Gargantos. This one, when he's attacked, he'll steal attack from enemies in the line. Also gets an attack boost when Vampirism appears. We'll go next with this hero on... We'll go this hero next on A1. As you can see, it is frozen from the Terror from Below. We did have our passive damage to deal damage to the Old Woman. And there we go. So that was Old Woman. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, once again, another ad. Alright, we have our next set of quests here. Up top is perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle Summons 20 times. Behind that, we have Soulbind any of the event legendaries 9 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 30,000 runes. We're going to skip this quest because we need to do this other quest later in the chapter. This one is spend 50,000 runes. So we're going to skip that. We'll do this quest up top. This one is perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle Summons 20 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Summon Hall. What I'll do is first start with a 10x Demigods. As you see, it does count towards this quest, so we'll need to open up these first set of 10. And it looks like we already have our legendary, so we won't be seeing any more for this set of opens.
Epic.
Hopefully we get some event heroes so we can get double copies of them as usual. And we do over here for the rares.
Epic. 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 Epic.
Okay, we don't quite have enough demigod scrolls, but after opening the 10x demigods, we do get a little bit of a discount on the next set of 10 chests. So we'll use our gems this time around. And we are now complete with that quest. We have to wait and open up these other chests first.
Epic. Epic. Epic.
It's odd because if you open up a set of demigods using the scrolls, and then you open up again with the scrolls, you won't get a discount on the scrolls, but you will get a discount on the gems, oddly enough, as seen here.
Epic.
Oh man, Scott, choking on a little bit of water there.
Epic. Epic.
All right, we are now done with that. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, looks like this quest is already completed. This one is Soulbind any of the event legendaries 9 times. We did have these heroes from before, and so that is why this one is complete. We will now continue. Okay, we have our next quest here, Defeat Witch. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy appears, they will get the ability whenever they attack, they will deal damage, and they'll take damage rather, and they will heal the enemy warlord for some health. Give up, witch. Witch? You calling me witch? I'm 10 years younger than you. You can still be a witch. I mean, you're just very, very old as well. All right, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll summon this Yorick here on B1. We'll deal some damage and then get an attack boost. Okay, there's 2 more to go. If you want to do something useful today, join me. Like I have any other option. You could have just sat down and got older, I guess. So anyways, that was Witch. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Oh, here we go. Okay, another ad. Looks like we have this quest already completed as well. This one is level up any of the event legendaries to level 15. And so with that, we will now continue. Okay, we have this next quest here, Defeat Damned. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an ally attacks, we'll deal damage for adjacent. You don't have to kill people. But this is my curse. You can fight it, man. Or whatever you are. Okay, let's take a look at the building. And we'll start with this hero here on B1. The Grace of Rocklead does some random damage to help us clear out these buildings and then open up some lanes for attack. We have the Storm Rage over here. This one, when he dies, he'll deal damage to enemies in the line. Also, he gets an attack boost at the beginning of the turn. We'll summon on A3 to deal damage here. Whatever happened to me, it's incurable. Well, I've got the antidote. We can try to fix you. It's way too late for me, Lord Protector. I've been like this for centuries. It's never too late, Cabras. Never. Are you sure this antidote will work on me? Oh, quit whining. I'm offering you my help. Now move your... Oh, well, that's no good. Bad words. Oh, okay. Sheesh. What happened to the spelling errors and the dialogue just crumbled right there? Right, so that was damned. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have our next set of quests here. Up top is spend 3,500 gems. Behind that is level up Grandma Reaper to level 17. On the bottom, we have spend 50,000 runes. We'll start with this quest up top. This one is spend 3,500 gems. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Summon Hall. What we'll actually do is head out of here, and then we will start spending on the Legendary Draft. As you'll see, if we hit start, and then we spend, it does count for this quest. So for the time being, we will be doing some Legendary Draft. We'll be doing those offline, and so we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. Currently we're on this quest here, spend 3,500 gems. We have done that offline, and so we will now continue. Okay, looks like we have a quest already completed. This one here is level up Grandma Reaper to level 17. We have this hero from before, and so that's why this one is also complete. We'll go down to this bottom quest down here. This one is spend 50,000 runes. We'll hit the go. And we'll spend on this legendary obelisk if we can. Skip the animation.
Legendary.
And we are a little short in terms of spending the 50,000. We'll need to get some more runes, just about roughly around 3,300. And so we'll do that offline, and we will see you guys later. Hey guys, we are back. Currently we're on this quest here, spend 50,000 runes. We have done that offline, and so we will now continue. Alright, we're on this next quest here, open Mystical Box in Place of Power 4 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Place of Power. We do have these mystical boxes that we have been getting by using the legendary obelisk. And so now we'll open them up and we'll grab some rewards.
Legendary.
Okay, that is very low.
Legendary.
That is also very low. That is a little better.
Legendary.
And that is okay. All right. So we are now done with that quest. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we're on the final quest of the world event. This one is defeat Grandma Reaper. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. Whoops, where is the battle? Here it is. And they do have a skill, so whenever any hero dies, we'll deal damage to a random enemy. You've got nowhere to run, Death. You're finished. You do realize how dumb this sounds? Oh, come on. I'm a warrior, not a linguist. At least show me some respect, young man. What would you do without me? The same thing I usually do. The dungeon is quite big. And you'll have a chance to see it for yourself. Who wrote this? This is like the first lines of X-Men. All right, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll summon this Yorick here on the D1, dealing some damage, getting an attack boost. So, to kill or not to kill? That's the question. Fool! You can't kill death, can you? Well, I guess I'll never know. Guys, cuff her. And now, let's celebrate. Death will never spoil our day. Not anymore. And that's what you think. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I don't know what that means either. By cuffing death, you're not gonna stop it. Alright, so anyways, that was Grandma Reaper. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, here's the biography for Grandma Reaper. She has many names. She has many faces, and the most powerful kings and warlords hope that she will just pass them by. Ba? Who's Ba? Ba doesn't care who stands in front of her. Whether you're an immortal human being or an old man waiting to die, she will find time to pay you a visit. Somebody thinks that she can collect souls, but it's hardly the truth. Truth is, Ba uses them as a medicine for arthritis. Old bones. But don't consider Ba to be weak and disabled. She goes far beyond the nastiest of demons. She has no time to be sick, and there are many of those whom she must meet. A lot of souls to be held in her cold, cold arms. Oh, those precious souls. Want to know when Ba will come for yours? Ooh. Okay, so we'll grab our rewards. And I can see we get that little medal. Okay, and also an ad as usual. Okay, at this point we do have some extra runes, so let's head over to the place of power and then use them all. We'll go back and activate these legendary Obelisk a couple times.
Legendary.
Okay, and we did get a few amount of souls. Let's actually see if we did fill up another box. Okay, so that's good. We'll activate another box.
Legendary.
Okay, and we got an okay amount of souls. Alright, so at this point we are now done. We do have these other runes for later. The world event is still running for roughly about 20 hours, so we can probably grind out 1 or 2 more legendary obelisks and maybe get some bonus runes to get another mystical box. So anyways, that was it. We'll see you guys later. This is Happysplasher, signing off.